Previously, we've received an inquiry via an email which we dragged onto the Shuttleworth CRM package to create a desire or a need for a quotation from our estimating department. I'm now sitting in the estimating department. A list of my events, open events for the estimating department is in front of me, and I am going to select the inquiry that's come through to provide the originator with an estimate. So the first thing I do is I can open up that inquiry, look at all the details that were logged at the time, see all the information that's available from the event, and also can see the PDF that was attached to the inquiry when it came through, and I could open that up if I wanted to. What I'm going to do is I need to create an estimate. There are many different ways you can create an estimate within the Shuttleworth system. We can create an estimate from scratch. We can add an existing estimate or take a copy of an existing estimate. We can even create an estimate from what we call our master estimates. What I'm going to show you is how, using the wizard, which is a piece of software that enables us to create estimates very, very quickly, how we can respond as soon as possible to the customer. So I'm going to use the wizard. So I need to select what particular type of product this is. It's for a quote for a brochure, and it's saddle stitched with a cover. I need to obviously select what type of size it is, and when I hit save, because of the product subtype, i.e. it's a saddle stitched with cover, we know what type of questions that we need to ask to be able to create the estimate. The first thing is I need to decide what I need in terms of a pre-press in the studio, so I'm just going to say it needs some standard work. Now I'll put a standard cost onto it. The cover requires a material. I'm not going to specify the working size because the system is going to calculate the most cost-effective working size. So 4x4, I could select if it's laminated or UV varnish. I'm going to go to the text. I need to tell it how many pages of text there are. There are 24 pages of text. What the material is. So I'm going to say, in fact, I'll say it's 130 gram for the text, and it's 4x4. And again, could say whether we want it laminated or not. Saddle stitch, gather stitch and trim, that's fine. We could have other options if we defined it in that manner. I'm going to go to the delivery to pick up the whatever delivery mechanism you use to calculate costs, and I'm going to put in a quantity. I could put in multiple quantities if I wanted, and when I hit the calculate button, what the system is going to do is going to look at all the different imposition options it has for the equipment that you have in your particular press environment. In my particular environment here, we've got B1, B2 and digital, and what it's going to do is it's going to look at all the different options available in terms of printing that, calculate the most cost-effective method and turn me back an estimate, which it has done, and it's telling me for this quantity this is a quoted price based on a cost plus 15% profit margin, which comes off the customer file, gives me the value added and contribution figures as well. I then can go to the Documents tab, select the quotation that I like, and it drops all the information in with the price and also the workings behind it. And I haven't keyed any of this data in at all. That's been created by using an automated text facility that enables us then to create the quote letter without having to type any information in whatsoever. So creates a PDF off to my customer, and that's my job done as an estimator. So I'm now going to I've done what I need to do, so I can close the event. And finally, what the system does is I close my activity. It says, okay, do you want to create a subsequent event? Do you want to create another activity for somebody to follow this quote up? Well, yes, I do. So if I click on yes, it creates a follow-up quote. I can then allocate that back to the original person who brought the inquiry in, save and close that, and it's off my list. I've done my job, and it goes on to somebody else's job. And we'll follow the process through with the next video.